Good evening, London. This is my first podcast. It's Nancy here. I would like to actually talk about how to break toxic relationship pattern, and this is a very big topic. We probably cannot cover the whole topic from one podcast. But tonight, I was actually doing reflections of my life, especially over the last 2 years. Just over a year ago, last November, I broke up with my previous relationship. We were together for over 2 years and I broke up that relationship. I started to travel around the world, Thailand, Africa, Bali. So this is only about 12 months ago. Now we're in this time of the year again to do a self-reflections. And I feel like I'm in a very good space right now to share with you some of my story that I feel like it will inspire you to make that change. Because what is actually happening is a few months ago, after I'd done so much work within myself and healing, I finally broken the toxic relationship patterns, which was probably with me for 19 years of my life. And then something magical happened in Bali. I met my love. He is the love of my life, my soulmate. After a few weeks of dating, I know that this man is my soulmate. How do you know? The answer for you. You just know. You don't need to looking for reasons what a soulmate feels like. You just know. Your soul knows it. After a few months of dating, we're engaged. Now we're living in London together and going to get married very shortly. If you talked to me about this a year ago, Nancy, you would meet someone. Within a few months, you'll be engaged and married. I would say, you're so crazy. I often hear the story people says that I met this person within 2 weeks. I know he's the one I'm going to marry. I always thinking these type of people was crazy. I didn't believe them. I didn't think it was possible. Especially, I have had many long-term relationships, 5 years, 2 years, 3 years, which I never feel that way. I always say, it will take a very long time for you to know someone. Really? Now I would say, yes, it's true. When you meet that special person, your soulmate, your soul feels like home. So today, I want to share with you something magical. I was reading through my diary about my previous relationship, and in this diary, I saw something like, I am really unhappy in this relationship. It's only been 3 months, and I will wait until a few months later. If the relationship is still not working for me, I will leave. I will say things like, clearly we're not very happy together. I'm waiting for him to change. If he can't change and give me what I want, I will leave. Or other things like, I feel really painful, or I feel that he is only focusing on what he needs. Now I'm looking back on this diary. I feel, oh, my dear Nancy, I would say to you, move and let you go of the space the person doesn't serve you. 2 years later, not even 2 years, few months later, you do the work within yourself. And you're gonna meet your soulmate. Of course, back then I didn't think it was possible because I never know there is unconditional love. I always thought relationship, love is hard work. Maybe it is hard work. Maybe it was just an old belief. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you're listening tonight, one of the advice of my own learning I would like to share is let it go. If you are with a partner that you want to change, or you are trying to change, or you have this hope to change this person, becoming the person you want, I would say let it go. Thinking about how hard it is to change ourselves, let alone to change your partner, how likely that is possible. The reason that we do this most likely is because we're repeating a childhood patterns here. You often see someone is actually dating the parents. So for example, I grew up in an environment my parents was pretty unavailable physically, emotionally for me. As well as quite controlling, I feel I lost the self-expression. So I would often attract 2 types of men into my life. One type of man is very unavailable, controlling, and makes me feel he doesn't love me the way I am. And you know what? My wound loves that. I will explain to you why in a bit. The second type of man that I was attracted to is also unavailable. That took me a very long time to realize, especially my previous relationship. I was with this man 5 years. I thought he loved me. I thought he was always there for me. He seemed he does lots of things for me. Until I really do the work internally, I saw, oh, he was also unavailable in another way. He was often smoking weed 3-4 times a week, that he was never really there for me as a soul. He's there physically, mentally, emotionally, sexually. He was never there. So, yes, my whole life, I was really attracted to men who are unavailable. It makes me feel good. Sounds crazy. It actually makes me feel good in my wound, my childhood wound. There was this beautiful young girl at age 5. When her parents left her, she felt sadness, all kind of emotion. And because her parents was unavailable for her, when she grew up, she tended to dating men like that. Because we have a pattern, which is what we're trying to do is we try to overcome that wound. That's why you always see a man is dating someone who's very similar to the mother, controlling, manipulating. Or you see the woman dating a man are very similar to the father, alcoholic, abusive, all sorts. From a logical mind, doesn't make sense. Why would you dating someone like this? This is crazy. But we don't think like that, do we? We have these things called unconscious mind, subconscious, which is where the pattern is. It took me a very long time, to be honest. Very long time. I started dating when I was 13 until the age 31. I finally see lots of the patterns. So now reading back to the diary I wrote near 2 years ago, when I was with my previous relationship, where someone clearly didn't love me the way I were, and clearly I want to try to change him to be the person I want. That kept me stuck in the relationship for 2 years. Of course, there's some good times as well, but in the soul level, I wasn't happy. There's one section in the journal also very interesting was that I actually shared every time I think about marrying him, which we were talking about back then, and having a baby with this man. I feel nervous. I feel scared. Yes, I felt it. You may think this is crazy, but when I shared my own story a few months ago on Facebook, I actually received some woman sending me a message, sharing with me that how nervous, scared she is to have a baby with her husband, but she's getting old. She's scared if she doesn't have with him, her time is running out. This is why we don't make the change, because we're scared of unknown. Our brain can only measure what we are losing. We cannot measure what is possible, because what is possible lives in unknown, uncertainty. This is something our brain, the mind, the brain, the ego absolutely don't like it. If I know that this year I would meet the love of my life, have all this beautiful unconditional love, with a man I just don't want to change. With a man, I wake up in the morning thinking, oh my God, he's just amazing. He surprised me every day. And this love called unconditional love actually growing stronger and stronger and more love each day. It's not like what other people say, the love get boring, the relationship get boring, the sex dies. Actually, because most people never experiences the unconditional love. Sadly, we inherit lots of patterns from generations. It's no one's fault, but it was just not enough consciousness in the universe to work through these patterns. So if someone said to me, few months later, you'd have this beautiful unconditional love relationship, hell yeah, I would have left this relationship. The one doesn't serve me long time ago. But of course, 2 years ago, I wasn't having enough awareness. I'm sharing you my story here to help you to see sometimes the breaking through is not about conquer something, overcome something. Actually, it's about letting go. Letting go the people doesn't serve you or make you feel good about yourself or doesn't love you, value you just the way you are. Letting go. Letting go of these people, yes, in your intimate relationship. Yes, in your friendship, even though you've been friends with this person for all your life. But people change. Buddha says everything is impersonal and impermanent. So when you learn to letting go of these things, what's happening here? You remove your energy block from the past, from the patterns. And with this energy block, something beautiful is going to emerge out of this, what I call the breakthrough, what I call the new self. You're making the space for something new to come to your space. It's only that I was able to break in my unavailable man intimate dating relationship patterns. And then I met him. Without searching, without go on dating app, I just met him. There's something called energy here. Well, do we say there's something called energy, or we say energy in the quantum field? There's energy here. We attract our energies. So if you keep sending out an energy that you are people pleasing, you are codependency, you are attracting to men who treat you badly, who are unavailable. Even though you're trying to go on dating apps and doing all sorts of stuff, you're still going to repeating the same patterns. So what's the point in that? How many years of your life have you got to waste? It often shocks me sometimes while watching people who had failed marriage, but still trying to do the same thing the same way over and over and over again. I guess maybe they have their whole life here to waste. I don't, and I want to change. Change is painful. Your body is going to try to do everything you don't know, sabotaging yourself. So that's why you need to have something bigger than the pain of your past, which is, for me, is unconditional love. One of the inspirations I got from unconditional love. Before I watched this video, I will share with you what this video about in a minute. But before I was shared about unconditional love, to be honest with you, I never seen unconditional love. Everyone's relationship seems okay, good, bad, sometimes, most times, complaining, suffering, unhappy. Yes, complaining, unhappy, happy. It seems like relationship is work and it's hard work. So I never seen unconditional love. I don't even know what look like or feels like. Me, my own mother has divorced twice, as well as almost everybody in my family has divorced. Not even divorced, very traumatized. Coming from China as well, originally, that there's also a fear to be a woman, which I'll talk about in the next episode. Let's talk about this unconditional love. To be frank, I have no idea what is unconditional love, what it feels like. One day, something dropped into my space. It's this guy called JP. JP from YouTube. What he does is he actually does a really funny comedy, life coaching, mindset-related videos. But one day, this one video caught my eyes. I don't even watching his video all the time, but this one video caught my eyes. It's his wedding video. In his wedding video, he's marrying this beautiful woman called Amber. And in that videos, I saw both of them. They were sharing the moment they met. He already know this woman is going to be his future wife. I was watching the video, listening to them, feel their energy. They feel very spiritual people. They feel so much love. The love feels like unconditional love. I watched this video over and over and over again, probably 10 times, 15 times. This video just dropped in my space out of nowhere. And it was really funny how I come across this video was around the time I was making decision, thinking about should I continue, stay in the last relationship, or should I leave. My last relationship, the person coming to talk to me about certain thing he did, and I was in this space feel like, should I forgive him or not? When I watched this video over and over and over again, I was like, I want this. I don't know what it really feels like. I've never seen it in my real life, but I know this exists. There's something called felt like unconditional love. Because of that video, I have something I really, really want. And it's more stronger than the pain I was experiencing back then. So I made my decision to leave that relationship. And now I say to you, I have it. The relationship I have with my fiancé, Tyler, is the unconditional love. It's a soul recognitions. When we're together, time stays still. When we're together, I learned about love for the first time in my life. thinking in the past. When I was dating all these unavailable men, it's also because I was afraid of intimacy. So this is all the recording I'm going to do today, and hope you find some value out of this. Thank you for listening. And one thing I would like you to take away from this is let it go of the people no longer serving you, making space for the universe to give you this gift of life, your lovers, your purpose, everything. But first, you have to let it go. And just remember, when you let it go, your brain is going to do everything to try to sabotaging you. It's because your brain can only measure what you're going to lose rather than the infinite possibility. Thank you and love.